Hello. Hello, hello. I am here. Let me switch over to this one. Oh God, it did the thing. I'll keep the music in the background for now. Yeah, so the Tekken 8 beta came and went. I think it's done now. I haven't played it because I don't have a PS5. When does Tekken 8 CNT? It's the 28th, so we get it on the we get the thing on the 26th, and then it starts on the 28th, right? Until the 31st at 9 a.m. That's in Europe. So here it would be what, 4 a.m. ish. On the 30th, starts at 10 a.m. on the 28th, so again like 4 a.m. ish on the 27th. No, the 28th. And then, oh yeah, and then the 31st. Yeah, that makes more sense. I don't know why I'm thinking it's like Japan time. There we go, Tekken.com. They changed the logo. They changed the entire website, actually. Give me a moment. Yeah, so notified on the 26th. And then schedule. Server maintenance on the 29th from 1 to 4 a.m. Steam 28th at 1 a.m. to midnight on the 31st Pacific time. So here that would be 4 a.m. on the 28th to no, it'd be 5 a.m. Would be 4? No, it would be 4 a.m., right? Yeah. And then it would be, no, it would be 5 a.m. I'm confusing my own brain now. I thought they were 3 hours behind. But now for some reason I'm thinking it's 4. Anyway, it's the middle of the night. Who gives a shit? Alright, so we just got, well, really 3.5 days, which is exciting. We get notified in 2 days. So that's good. Ugh. Okay, so I don't really have much of a plan for this stream, to be honest with you. I'm just kind of here. Let's start by playing Tekken. Let's start by playing Tekken 7. I know you are all just watching Tekken 8. And Tekken 8 is so much more interesting than Tekken 7. I know, I get it. Trust me. I thought Tekken 7 was less interesting before the beta. Yeah. Yeah, so let's play Tekken 7 for a bit here. And then we'll play, we'll talk about Tekken 8, and then we'll probably do something else. Give me 1 second. Brilliant. Okay, I think, oh, drop the controller. All right, I think we're good. That is not the right monitor. That is my second monitor. Okay, it just, I tried moving it to my main monitor and the game went to, it is actually in 2P. Okay, we're going to restart the game. We're going to restart the whole game. So stupid. Okay. So I have a few bullet points in my head on what I want to talk about with Tekken 8. Obviously, not having played the game, I don't have much to say in terms of balance and stuff, but I can tell you my observations. And remember, I have played Soul Calibur, which is basically Tekken 8. In more ways now than I thought before. Somehow they just continue to add things from Soul Calibur into Tekken 8. It's astonishing. From the beta, there's even more Soul Calibur stuff that's in Tekken 8. It's crazy. Hair is like not going where I want it to go. Okay. No Wi-Fi. We gotta get Paul the purple ranks. What was it that I learned last time? Oh yeah, this. Oh, this. Yeah. Okay. That is the wrong buttons. That is the wrong order. I still don't know what the blue spark is. No idea. You would think it's a just frame, but I feel like I'm hitting the just frame and it's not blue sparking. I have no idea. No idea. I should look this up while I'm looking for a match. New challenger. I found a match. It is too late. Ew. Never mind. Where is Paul in here? Paul! Move list. Down +4. It is a just frame. What's the just frame window? I thought it was a just frame, but felt like I was hitting it. There you go. I was doing it early. Huh. Oos. Oos. I feel like my camera's a little bit high. Oh. Oh. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna reset the queue. No one wants to fight me. They're scared. Or am I scared of Wi-Fi players? It's both. It's both. Oos. That was too early. That one I felt was too early. Yeah. That was late. Why is this just frame so hard? Huh. Thought I had it there for a second. Did we finally get someone? Hallelujah. It's a Julia player. Yeah. She 2 ranks under me or 1 rank under me? I can't remember. What do you think I am? Someone that plays ranked? Please.
Round 1.
She's 2, okay.
Fight.
Sure. Forget that puts you in back sway. Need to do back, need to do back one too. Oh! Oh, I did not want to do back. Okay. Oh, Jesus. He thought I was gonna fall for the gimmicks. That's why his second prowess is half of mine. Oh, that's why it's 13. I'm pissed. Should have low parried that as well. Harada, you son of a bitch. Just do it faster, Smile.
KO. Round 3.
Just do it faster, Smile. But. Whoa, okay, that was weird. Okay. That doesn't float. Okay. Really? Rada! Stop. Okay. No heat dash. Oh, getting weird inputs here. Out of range, okay. That was not counter hit. Okay, that was... I'm getting some weird... Like, I'm holding down back and it's going back to neutral. Okay. Ooh. Wow, I tried ducking that. I also got... I tried jabbing and I got back 1. Not that really mattered. Okay, alright. Wow. Okay. 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 Good stuff. Out of range. Nice. Okay. I had a feeling he was gonna fall for it and he did. Thank God. Thank God. Ugh. Had some weird input issues there. Apparently, I'm the one that's lagging too, which is weird, according to the little marker thing. I still don't know why. I don't know why this game has so many issues. I don't know. Don't have this with any other game that I play. It's just Tekken. Nice. Tackle him. Good break. Nice combo. Boop, boop. Jab, jab, jab. No. So that time I let go of the D-pad and I got a crouching 4. Nice. Game is now lagging. Game looks and feels like molasses. Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's good. That's not so good. That's really bad. Oh, he's hitting buttons. Okay. Good defense. Good defense. Hi, Gabe. Sessagen, love the new name. Thank you. I came up with it myself. Hi, Gabe. Boop, boop, boop. Plus. Plus. No! Respect my frames, you harlot! How's rank going? Just started. This Julia's the first player. My game is lagging. So nothing new. I'm so good. That wasn't even clean hit. I'm so talented. Typical rank. Typical Tekken. It's not even my opponent. It's me. My game is lagging. I can't even blame this Julia. It's me. But we're getting 400 points per win. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Round one.
We're up. Okay, minus 13, no big deal. Okay. Oh my god, stop attacking into the second hit of the fucking move! Ah!
Round two.
Dropping frames. No, it's the frame timing. It's the frame timing for the game. Seth, what did I just say? Seth. It's minus 13! Back 1-2! We're fine. Especially if it keeps going like that. What the fuck do you mean I didn't get a duck? Nice.
Round four. Fight.
Okay. Oh, you know, I do have a second controller plugged in that fell on the floor. That might be influencing my inputs a little bit. Okay. That was counter hit. He didn't counter hit confirm that. I can't remember if Julia's G-Clef cannon is the one that's, shit. I can't remember if Julia's G-Clef cannon is the one that's launch punch or not. I think it is.
Fight.
Okay. Nice. Okay. I was a little bit scared. Oh! Okay. Nice. Yeah, that one's minus 14. Okay. What do you mean, dick jab? What do you...
You lose.
Stream's over. Whoops. See ya.
Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight. Round 3. Fight. Round 4. Fight. Final round. Fight. KO. You lose.
Stream's over. Whoops. See ya.
Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight. Round 3. Fight. Round 4. Fight. Final round. Fight.
What do you mean down forward and then down 2 on the same frame? Back to down. What? Huh? Don't smash them on just yet. I'm trying. I'm gonna unplug the other controller I have plugged in. That might be doing something. Hold on. Eh. Okay. All right. Back to menu. That entire game, there was a moment where I was holding down back and he crouched for like a frame and then rose back up again. I was like, what the hell was that? Hurrah, released Tekken 8 already? He did. And then he got rid of it
Phoenix.
just as quickly. Yeah, it's fine when I'm in practice mode.
New challenger.
I don't know. I think it was just that game. Seiryu Shao. Alright. I have absolutely no idea what hits AOP with Pearl. Probably down... Is it 1? I think it's down 1, right? Yeah, it is down 1. Down 1 probably hits. Well, maybe it doesn't. You think Death Fist hits? No, it doesn't, right? Death Fist doesn't hit AOP.
Round 1.
Alright. I'm ready. Okay, that was launch punishable. Seth. If she does the shoulder, launch the shoulder. Wow, I didn't get a duck. Okay. Okay. Sure. That hits AOP. I just threw that out there, but it worked.
Fight.
Okay. He's very defensive, right? A little bit too defensive. Okay, that was strange, but all right. Okay, I saw that as the shoulder at the beginning. Fair play. I got another jump. Oh! I could have sworn that second hit was a high you could duck. Right, that's not 1+2 break. I woke up crouching.
Round 3. Fight.
Okay. Nice. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. She didn't roll. I thought she was rolling there just because of how far she went. Wow. There you go. That time I got the duck. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, I might need to restart the game after this because it's still like, it's still going red for me. Yeah, down 4-1 doesn't hit. I don't know why I thought it would hit AOP. Wow, Mike. Wow. Did you see that? He like, I tried crouching and he crouched twice. He like teabagged. I just tried crouching. He crouched, he crouched twice and then stood up. I've definitely got to restart the game. Wow, my crouch didn't come out. And I don't think that was a punish. Wow, I tried crouching again, he sidestepped. Did you see that? Wow, I can't crouch. This isn't me not reacting. I just can't crouch for some reason. Like, like, this time it's not a joke. I actually wanted to see what the inputs are. Because the crouching just wasn't, like, it's like my D-pad just broke. This is a brand new controller.
Round 1. Fight.
I want to see specifically in that last round what was happening.
Round 3.
That's so weird.
Fight. Round 4. Fight. Final round. Fight.
Yeah, punish. Yeah, see, like, you can see that I tried crouching, and then it went to a neutral input. Right? Like, so I did block it. I'm not... See, look, I crouched, and then as soon as it hit, it went to a neutral input. So it just stood up. And then crouched again, and then neutral input again. Yeah, and then look, I tried crouching and it did... What the hell is that? It did back, down, neutral, down, back. That was just me trying to hold down, back. What the fuck? What's that? I did quarter circle forward, and look, it did the neutral thing again. I hit down, back. It did down, back, neutral, back. That was just me hitting down, back. Like, I wasn't lying. I was reacting to it. Both of those lows I did block, and it just did a neutral input for some reason. Weird, because if I go into training mode, that's not going to happen, because it wasn't happening. I'll have the exact same thing set up. Have Paul, have Xiao, same outfit. We'll go to arena. I'll have her do sidestep 4. I'll definitely restart the game. Yeah, I'm going to, but I'm curious. Was it sidestep 3? It's sidestep 3. See, like, it's fine. Like, in practice mode, it's fine. But online, I couldn't do anything. Like, I literally couldn't do anything. You saw the inputs. Whoa, what happened there? Oh shit, is it the controller? Oh fuck, it might be the controller. Shit. It's okay, I bought 2. Hold on, I have a second one to test this. Yeah, you tried to sidestep and got jump? Yeah. Hold on. I need to find this other controller. At least we know it's not the game and it's the controller. I might have to send this one back. Ah, here it is. It's still in bubble wrap. I might have to contact him and say, look, I used it for like 2 days. And then it stopped working. I'll have to test it with a different game. I feel like it is Tekken though, because Tekken feels like it's like... Didn't even plug it in, I already dropped it. It feels like it's lagging a little bit. Like more than usual. Hold on. Okay. Alright, new controller. Let's test it. Because it's like oh, right. Hold on. It's turned on audio drivers for the controller. I gotta turn them off real quick. Hold on. Disable. Disable. There we go. Okay. Alright. See, because like I can see that the game is really laggy now. No, it's the game. Okay, phew, it's the game. Because it did the exact same thing with this brand new controller that it just did with the other one. I was in the bubble wrap. Okay, it's the game. The game's skipping inputs for some reason. Cool. Great. Yeah, let me restart it then. That's a relief though. That's a relief. Unless I just bought 2 controllers and they're broken exactly the same way. VSync is off. VSync is off, but I have my own VSync program I'm using that should be on, but I don't think it actually is on. I don't think it actually is working. Because I just turned on the on-screen display. There it is. Yeah, okay, now it should be on. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, at least it's just the game and not the controller. This game sucks. This game's optimization is shit. Do I have shadows low? I do. I have everything on low. Jesus Christ. I have everything on low in the game in 1080p. Crazy.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist tournament, Paul Phoenix.
I'm telling you, it's the game's frame rate limiter that causes these issues. I don't know why. Oh my god, this controller is so stiff because it's brand new. I'm jumping when I'm trying to backdash. GPU should run this game at max settings without a sweat. It should, but the game's optimization is really bad. So it causes a lot of issues. But it should. It should. This is the only game where this happens, so it's something to do with the game. I still have no idea what it is. I know that the frame timings for this game are dreadful. Some of the worst I've ever seen in the game, so I know it's in part the frame rate limiter. I'm tempted to just turn VSync on. I'm tempted to just turn VSync on and see if that does anything, even though VSync is shit. Okay. Gimmicks. Okay. Wow, he committed and he didn't get a punish. He did a standing instead of a crouching. That's a shame. Nice combo.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay. I was waiting for him to come towards me. Nice whiff punish. Nice. Why did I think that was a high? Wow, what a response! That was sick.
Round 3. Fight.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. No combo. Nice. Good counter hit. Oh, sir, you're getting demoted today.
Fight.
Okay. Oh, the counter. Oh. Ah, okay. Yeah. The low. Wow, I couldn't even get my armor move off. The second one. Panic harder. Yes. I'm joking. Oh. All right, good game. Oh, fuck, I'm dying. Oh, he's back. Oh, he's so pissed. Okay, I'm good. I'm calm. I'm okay. I'm okay. Just win more than 50% of the time against this Jin and you're good. You'll both rank up.
Fight.
Okay. Wow, okay, no, the crouching thing happened again. The crouching thing happened again. Oh, you know what it might be? I might actually have to swap to my broken controller.
2. Fight.
It's just weird because I wasn't getting this yesterday. But I think I know what the issue is. Oh. Nice punch parry. Oh, nice Sabaki.
Round 3. Fight.
Oh, I thought that was gonna whiff. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, it did work. Oh, it worked out beautifully. That didn't, though. It's okay. Sidewall save lives. Nice parry. Oh, this poor Jin.
Fight.
Wow, the second hit of Can. Dude, why do I keep jabbing? Okay. Okay, that works. Nice. Oh, the third. He got hit by the third hit. Oh, excuse me. So I think what the problem is with the controller is these controllers are notorious for giving you neutral inputs when you don't want them because it doesn't have a pivot in the middle. Now, I play on the outside of the pad, so that shouldn't be what's happening. And the last models of this controller before it got discontinued did have pivots in them, but these ones might not, and that might be why I'm having the input issue. It might be. Oh. It's a really simple fix, though. You just have to 3D print a putt and then put it in. Which I can do. I have a 3D printer. Wow, okay, that was just the game lagging. Okay. He's not punishing it, thankfully. I forgot he gets put in a crouching state there. I could have easily killed him. Nice. Good spacing. Good range awareness there. Okay. Okay, sure. Oh no, his jawline! Oh! He didn't care about his jawline.
KO. Round 4.
Okay.
Fight.
Wow. Confident. Nice block. Wow, yeah, so when I got tackled, as soon as I got tackled, I was holding down back and he just stayed on the ground. No input came out. That's really bad. Shit, that's really bad. And that one's not even working.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay. Yeah, so basically I cannot crouch with this controller. Hold on. Oh, trying to sit down. Wow, yeah, I can't block that. Okay. Wow, yeah, I tried doing down forward and I didn't get it down forward. Oh, this sucks. Yeah, I crouched. This is really bad.
Fight.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I can't crouch. Oh my god. I'm so gimped right now. This is crazy. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Wow. Okay, that one I'm saying was the game. Wanted to sidestep. Oh man, this sucks. I can't do anything. I can't move around. Okay. Yeah, I just my controller just stopped like inputting. Okay. Wow. Okay. Holy shit. This is rough.
Fight.
Good whiff punish. Oh my god, it did it again. Okay. That shouldn't have. Wait, no, it's 14. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't crouch. I couldn't crouch on the fake out. Holy. Okay, I think this is my old controller. Yes, it is. Okay, good. I'm switching to my old controller. I'm gonna see if this is better. Because if it is, that means these two don't have a pivot in them. And I need to put a pivot in them.
Fight.
Okay. And if it doesn't, that means it's the game. And I have absolutely no idea how it could be the game. Okay. Wow, this is getting really bad. He's had 3 frames. Holy shit. Look at this. Okay. All right, we're good. I still want to... I know I can get this purple rank against this guy, though. That's the thing. Dude, look at this. Tekken is 3! Tekken is 3! Nice option. Okay. Well, we've run into a new issue. We've run into a new problem. Yeah, the lag is insane. This is something. Wow, my input didn't come out. Okay. Okay. Nice. Yeah, he doesn't block low after I do the down forward 1. It's pretty easy to string him out. Okay, so I'll tell you with absolute certainty now. These 2 controllers don't have a pivot in them. Which is really annoying, because that means I have to take them apart and put one in myself. Yeah, but that's why these controls aren't working. And it's weird, because I wasn't getting that issue at all last time I played. At all. But that's definitely the problem. Oh, as I have 2 controllers that are broken in exactly the same way.
New challenger.
Yeah, they're broken in exactly the same way. Both brand new as well, which would be really weird. Be very weird. Same Jin. Okay, we can do this. Now that we have a functioning control and we can actually block low. Dude, I was playing against this Jin without being able to block low. Holy shit. Now that is a handicap. That is a handicap.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, he's not ducking a lot of these highs as well. Nice. 1 + 2. Wow, he actually got hit by that. Nice combo. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Oh my god. I'm sure that you could do something for Oki there. Little bit of a late low. Okay, yeah, that works. Okay. Yeah, you know, it's a whole new world when I can block low. Where's my heat dash? Where's my heat dash? Nice. Oh, nice combo. This poor guy. I'm bullying him so hard. Oh, that's the power of Paul. No! Whoa! That was more than 3 frames of rollback. What the hell? That was like melty blood rollback. Alright, check this out. Oh. I was gonna jab him one more time, and then I was going to rage out. Shit. Oh no, this poor Jin. Oh, this poor Jin. Oh, I'm going to cry for him. All right. We're 1 win away against literally anyone to rank up here. So let's cross our fingers and hope for the best, so we can stop playing this garbage character. Hi JWD. Seth Boo, wait a fucking minute. Wait a fucking minute. The jump scare get you? I know it's spooky. Like a dupe. I don't have a dupe yet. I am planning on making the dupe something that you can activate with bits in the future. I just gotta not figure out how to do it, but get off my ass and actually do it.
New challenger.
Because I know how to do it. Should we just play against a Wi-Fi player, do you think? Do you think a Wi-Fi player is going to be easier? I think they will be.
Challenger.
Ah, it's a 5-bar. Is this some kind of sick joke? You put me on the cusp of a promotion and you match me with this thing? Okay. It'll be funny if I win. I don't think I will, but it'll be funny if I win.
Round 1.
Sadly, it's a horribly sick joke. Can you play it, kill it? Oh, God! Yeah, I hit 1 and then 2. Okay.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay. Okay. Well, that sucked. Whoa! What?
Round 3. Fight.
Wow, dude. Okay. Oh,
Round 4. Fight.
Okay, okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. We're fine? We're fine? Wow. Nice combo! Oh my god!
Fight.
I got counter hit. I accidentally hit 3+4. Okay. Oh my god, I was trying to jab him. Yes! Ah, it's so funny! It's so funny! Ah, it's so funny! Why is it funny, Seth? Because I won! Get his ass! I got his ass! He's dead! Did you see him crouch and then stand up? And then I hit him with the down 3? Oh my god. King plays, am I right? Ah. God, he's saying, Tekken 8 King is better. He has unbreakable grabs. Oh, we did it. We did it. Anyway, hi, Sin. Hi, I mean, don't you fucking dare. I saw some Tekken 8 Kaz stuff. I saw some Asuka stuff. I know it's kind of like a joke at this point that I say everyone in Tekken 8 has Terror Charge, but Asuka actually has Terror Charge. Which is interesting. Hopefully King Bullshit, fucking King Bullshit, hope they kill him in Tekken 8 story and remove him from the game. They've already done that once. If they do it twice, they'll just bring him back again. Right, where is player information? How many games did that take? Paul. Wow. 39 wins, 66 battles, 59% win rate. I think that's the worst one out of everyone so far. I think Miguel is up there, right? I think Miguel was pretty close. Yeah, 44, 68. Slightly bad win percentage. I don't know if I had any ranked games with Paul before this. I don't think I did. Paul was shockingly difficult. And the other thing too is if people actually, I basically relied on back one, back sway into low mid mix up. That's all I did at the end there to get wins. If people started ducking down 1-1, which I think only 1 or 2 people did, I would have been fucked. It would have been much harder. Cause I think you had to use the back sway a lot more manually, right? And the crouch dash, whatever the hell core circle forward is called. I think you would have had to use that a lot more like manually in neutral and just getting counter hit because of the startup, which would have been a lot scarier, and a lot riskier. So surprisingly difficult. Paul was one of the easiest ones to get a 3-win streak with. I mean, look at the quick match wins, 5 wins, 6 battles, but getting him the Mighty Rule was one of the more difficult ones. Very strange, very weird. Anyway, I saw Kaz can pick up electric after slide extension, not even worry about the wall yet. I saw that Jin as well. Jin, if he does some moves and goes into like and they transition into crouch dash, then he just gets electric. It's very weird. I saw Main Man play Tekken 8 Kazuya and thought this looks unplayable, but I checked another stream with less Kazuya players, watched a different stream and thought this looks like Tekken 7, which is unplayable garbage. All right, well, now that we're done with Paul, let's talk a little bit about Tekken 8, right? Let's talk a little bit about Tekken 8. So, obviously I haven't played it yet because I don't have a PS4. Hi, AV Jacobs. Whoa, who's this new guy? I'm big on spooky. Who? So I haven't played it yet. So all of the opinions I have right now are going to be kind of short, and they're going to be going off of what I've seen other people do. I mean, I think the first thing to talk about, let's just talk about like the characters, because we're on the topic with Kazuya and stuff. And let me put on Tekken 8 music in the background instead of the shitty Tekken 7 music. I'll get to the music later. I do not have a popular opinion with the music. I applied for it, it didn't give it. Did you apply for it for PS4 or PS5 and not PS5? Because Steam and Xbox, they get emails on the 26th. So 2 days. 1.5 days. PS5? Oh, that sucks then. Well, hey, you could pay $10. That's another thing I'm going to talk about too for a brief moment. Oh, man. Anyway, let's talk about the characters for a second. So, I don't have any footage to go with this because I basically am just doing this off the cuff because, again, I haven't actually played the game. The characters, I haven't seen all of the characters, but it seems like it's going in the direction I thought it would, where the characters are a lot like Soul Calibur, where they all have gimmicks, right? Some more than others, some are more obvious than others, some have more going for them than others, but based on what I've seen, every character has a gimmick of some sort. The ones that I know is that King, when he's in heat, has unbreakable grabs, which is what I thought his gimmick was going to be, so 1 point to me. And Asuka has Terror Charge. Oh yeah, Kazuya also has Devil Form when he's in heat, which gives him access to more moves. Which is cool, right? And Kazuya has Terror Charge. Not Kazuya, Asuka has Terror Charge. And it works basically exactly the same as Terror Charge. Asuka, except the difference is that like Nightmare can whiff like 6A plus B and go into Terror Charge, right? Asuka, what she has is she has to hit moves like, I think back to 1 is 1. I know forward 2 is 1. If she hits certain moves, she'll point at you. And when she points at you, she gets access to her heat moves 1 time, exactly like Terror Charge. And when she's in heat, then she gets access to all of them until heat ends. It's exactly the same as Terror Charge. It's just the difference is that she doesn't have to use like an armor move to get into it. She has to hit a certain move. It's basically the same thing. It's just how you get into it is a little bit different. Which I'm really excited for, because one of the things I liked the most about Soul Calibur 6 was that aspect where every character had a gimmick. Not every character is created equal, of course, but like with Tyr, for instance, the inclusion of Coda adds another gameplay element, an important gameplay element to Tyr that's really fun and puts a whole new perspective on the character. Same with Talim and the install that she got later later through season 2. So I think every character having their own gimmick is really cool, and I think that it allows for more freedom in the game system. in the same way it does in Soul Calibur 6. I think a great example of this is King, where in Heat, his grabs out of the little new dash thing he has are unbreakable. I think that's really cool because grabs largely are useless, and that's fine, but it's weird for grapplers to not be able to use their grabs, right? It's really strange. So being able to have unbreakable grabs like that is really cool because it means that now the grappler can use grabs. I think that's great, and that's something that they could really only do with this system unless they had universal changes to the game. So I think that's great. June, also thinking about it, has a gimmick where some certain moves like cost health, which is similar to Tira. I think that's really cool. I think that's a really, really good change, and I think it's, out of anything that they do in Tekken 8, I think that's going to be one of the best changes, right, that they have for the characters, because again, it just adds so much freedom to the game. I like the way the game is shaping up, but it's going to be scary once people actually get to play it more. Some things didn't even know it possible until I saw some other people doing them. I also like the new the new low parry animation is sick. Yeah, Takeda coming back to Mortal Kombat, jumping ship, don't need Tekken anymore. Yeah, isn't it weird how Mortal Kombat revealed all of the DLC characters before finishing revealing the roster? NRS is weird, man. Also, I used to play, the brief time I played Mortal Kombat 10, I played Tanya. Tanya looks so weird in Mortal Kombat 1. I didn't even recognize her until they said her name. And and she had the, like, the extendable pole thing. And I was, for a minute when I was looking back at it, I was like, oh, is she going to be able to change the weapon kind of like Necrid? No, it's just this one weird weapon instead of her having a gimmick where she has a bunch of them. Kind of sucks. Anyway. I kind of like Soul Calibur, and now a lot of their hype comes from guests. That's true. No, it's true. I don't disagree. I just would have thought that they would have done that like next month, or they would have done that Evil or something. More towards when the game's coming out to get people excited and get those pre-orders coming up instead of doing it now. Now it just feels like a weird time to do it. I do have an unpopular opinion with the music. I don't mind it. To be fair, they got some sick guests regardless if you played or not. They do. I was really excited for Spawn. He has a fucking Soul Calibur reference in Mortal Kombat 11. That almost got me to play the game. And you know what? If Spawn was in Mortal Kombat 1, I'd play Mortal Kombat 1 for just Spawn. I would. I really would. It's too bad he came a game early. No other game is putting Terminator or Spawn in it. It's true. But I feel like it can only really work in Mortal Kombat. I feel like it fits more. Like having RoboCop in Mortal Kombat is cool. Having Negan in Tekken is weird. Yeah, except Soul Calibur for Spawn. Yeah, but that's the thing. You know, Soul Calibur did have Star Wars characters too. Yeah, so I'll talk briefly about the music real quick. The music in Tekken 8 is really good. People are being stupid. People are being dumb bitches. Because, okay, here's the thing. I think that most people complaining about Tekken 8's music haven't actually listened to the music or played the game. Because what I hear everyone saying about the music is they're complaining about this. Oh, yeah, this song sucks. This song is fucking terrible. But Mayman doesn't like the characters like music. I love it. I think it's shit. I agree with him. But this is great. I like this The Yakushima stage music, this is final round Yakushima. I like this more than any Tekken 7 song. Even Infinite Azure. This is incredible. This sounds like more like, to me, Tekken 6 Tag 2. I think this sounds great. What's another good one? Sanctum's good, right? This one gives me like Tekken 5 DR. This sounds great. This is final round Sanctum. Didn't get the game, but music sucks because Tekken soundtrack is mid. Tekken 7 soundtrack can be beat by a blender with nails in. Well, that's the problem, is that Tekken 7 soundtrack was a blender with nails in it. That was the issue. That's why it sounded so bad. Because they tried to do this weird EDM thing because that's what was cool in 2014. So they took good songs and they also put a chalkboard in the recording booth and scratched it a lot and then overlaid that on top of the good music. Like, listen to this. Tekken 7 soundtrack would be this song with over top of it. That's the problem. That's what Brimstone and Fire is in Tekken 7. I think it's Brimstone and Fire. It's one of the two red stages. I can never remember which one. One has a great soundtrack, one is awful. And that was always the problem. So with this, they got good music and they didn't put that over top of it. And you have a great soundtrack. I think that the music in this game is great. This also, I think, sounds better than just about anything in Tekken 7. There are a couple of things which I think are up there. Like, I think Julia stage is up there with it. Infinite Azure first. But this is really good. I think people complaining about Tekken 8's music are either they've only played Tekken 7 and they like Tekken 7 music, or they haven't actually listened to any of the music in the game except the character select music. Because it's so good. The music is legitimately really good. They put good songs through Mid-Journey. Duomo DC Area was great, and He Hey Shadow was good. Yeah, He Hey Shadow is really good, but it's not actually in the game. It's a story-only song, which sucks. There are a couple of really good ones, too, that I like that are story-only. But He Hey Shadow is really good. I think that's the best one in Tekken 7, honestly. And Duomo DC Area is really good, too. But it also kind of sounds like a Soul Calibur song, right? Which to me is great, but it's also kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Like, I feel like it doesn't, it's really good, but to me, I just think this would fit Soul Calibur more than Tekken. So it's kind of weird to me, but it's definitely up there for me, for sure. Reminds me of Electric Fountain Yakushima. Yeah, it does for me too. It does for me a bit too. Tekken is at its best when copying Soul Calibur. Yeah, it really is. It really is. It's not, like, the problem is, for so long, Soul Calibur tried to copy Tekken. And it didn't work, and the series almost died because of it. Then Soul Calibur 6 did its own thing, and now Tekken is straight up copying Soul Calibur. Did you know? So, here's, oh god, let me get a new song. I want to get a new song just to, like, this reminds me of Electric Fountain. This is really good. This is Urban Square final round. This is really good. The music in this game is really, really good. I'm just picking ones at random. This really reminds me of Electric Fountain. This is so good. Can we also talk about the actual animation? Yeah, I'll get off the music now. That was just a little bit of a gripe I had with what people were saying about this game is, oh, the music. The music in this game is sick. It's so good. It's so good. I love the music in this game. Anyway, yeah, let's go back to talking about Tekken 8. So, actual animation, they made everything you do look cool. Learning process is really fun now. That is true. I've seen people complaining about the animations, saying, oh, I went from Street Fighter with its amazing animations to this crap. It looks so bad. Street Fighter players are the biggest bitches on the planet, and they have been since Street Fighter 4. They've not changed. They say they've changed, but they haven't changed. So, I'm of two minds. Because on one hand, I do like the direction that they're going with the animations and the sound effects. I think the sound effects are a little bit too much, generally, but I do like that they are really feeding into the same thing that Soul Calibur 6 specifically did, where they're trying to make everything gargantuan. Because it looks cool, and it feels cool, it feels good to do. I like that a lot. On the other hand, Heat. The problem is that I didn't really think of, but I have noticed watching Tekken 8 footage, is that because Heat occurs twice per round, essentially, and because when you do your soul attack, your Heat Smash, that's what it's called, the camera cuts and it zooms into your character, you're like, and then it attacks. It really kind of kills the flow of the game because the startup for it is so long. The problem is, like with everything else with Heat, they're just copying Soul Charge, but they're making it so you can do it more often. But Soul Charge works in Soul Calibur 6 because you can't do it as often. The reason why the Super Flash works with Soul Charge is because you only do it like once, maybe twice per game. The reason why the slowdown on Soul Attack works is because you do it once or twice per game. With Heat, both players are doing it once a round. So it happens way too often, and it feels like it slows down the game too much. And it doesn't even look good. That's the thing. The zoom in on the characters and the slowdown, the blue filter, it doesn't even look good as a spectator. So it happens too often, it kills the flow of the game, it breaks it up for no reason, when rounds are the things that should be doing that. And it doesn't even, the transition doesn't even look good. Some people will spend meter almost every round in Soul Calibur, it's fucking annoying. You're not wrong, it's true, but that doesn't happen a lot of the time because it's not an efficient use of your meter. Just throwing out Soul Charge or Critical Edge when it's not going to kill, you have a life deficit or whatever, it's generally not the way to go. And I guess I will backtrack a little bit, and I will say that, yeah, it does feel like that Soul Charge and Soul Attack can do the same thing, definitely, but not all the time. I think that's my problem with Tekken, where it feels like Heat just happens so often that it gets to a point where it like stacks the amount that it kills the flow of the game to a point where it doesn't even matter how many times you do it in a game to start noticing it. If you're like game one, round one against a new person and someone activates Heat, you're immediately like, okay. And that doesn't really happen in Soul Calibur, at least for me. And I think the best way to solve the issue is to just get rid of that flash animation. Just keep the camera static, have it like slow down like Soul Calibur, but just not as much as it does now, and then do the Heat Smash, because there's no reason for the zoom in. I don't need to see Paul hunched over like this before he attacks with Heat. And plus, you can do that same effect without zooming in on them. It's not necessary. So I'm of two minds of the animations and stuff on that. Yeah. Some soul charges are oppressive enough that you can just pop them. Yeah, but that's character to character, right? Like Geralt, you're not going to just be popping soul charge. Because Geralt's soul charge is fucking garbage. But some characters like Tyr, yeah. So it depends on character to character, and that's a fair point. Problem with Tekken is that heat is so strong that your heat engages, they don't even give you the option to not go into heat. They've designed it that way. So it's like every character in this game is Tyr when it comes to heat. There's no Geralt in this game for heat. So all of these things, I think, come together, and I think it just kills the flow of the game, and it takes way too long. Even if it's only taking 1 or 2 seconds for the whole animation to finish, it just takes too long. Because then think of it from the defender's perspective as well. So you activate Heat Smash, they activate Heat Smash, you're sitting there waiting for the flash animation. The flash animation finishes, the attack comes out, the attack hits, now they're plus on block, you can't really do anything. So you're sitting there waiting for like 3 or 4 seconds every round. To me, from a spectator's perspective, it doesn't look good. And even though I haven't played the game, I can imagine that that's going to get really old really fast. I think that because the game's only been out a couple of days, it's not that much of an issue, but I think that after a month, 2 months, it's gonna be like, okay, this is annoying. I really love the new counter spot. It's easy to see. I was watching Max play and he's doing really well without heat at all. That's because no one knows how to use heat. I do like the new counter spot animation. I agree. I do like that. The thing is with heat, no one was using heat correctly. No one. I think the only one I was seeing like use heat somewhat effectively was speed kicks, where he would just activate at the start of the round and just string the opponent to death. But the problem is that the other person wasn't using heat, so you're free to do that. And also no one was really using the heat enhanced moves. What everyone was doing, and this is a complaint that I see a lot, was people were mainly going into heat and then trying to chip the opponent or doing something to set up heat smash. That was a lot of what I was seeing instead of any of like the heat enhanced moves. No one really knows how to use heat. That's the problem. And even then, people were saying that it was too strong. I can tell you when I get my hands on the game, I'm going to break heat, because even the subpar unoptimized way everyone was using heat was already strong. So get someone that's been using heat since 2018. Get like any Soul Calibur player. Every Soul Calibur player for this beta is going to be like the best Tekken players, just because of how strong heat is and because no one knows how to use it. Might vary from character to character, but like you got Asuka, right? Asuka, when she's in heat, essentially has Terror Charge. You get a Nightmare player using Asuka and knows how Terror Charge works already. They can beat JDCR. It'll be over. Yeah, he, as I had said from the very beginning when they showed off the system, is way too strong. And people are already saying that, and none of these people play Soul Calibur. None of these people have ever used the system. No one from what I've seen has really utilized the system correctly. So if it's already too strong, just wait. Just wait. It was good to see Brian still at Hatchet Kick. Only saw it once, but still. The Sprouts are going to take over this game. Step aside, knee, you washed. I'm telling you, when Soul Calibur play, just watch Soul Calibur streamers play Tekken 8. They are going to destroy everyone with the heat system. Because, I mean, watching the game and seeing the characters and seeing how Heat works and seeing that they have gimmicks in Heat and seeing that the move list is laid out for Heat exactly the same as the move list is laid out for Soul Charge, yeah, Soul Calibur players have a huge advantage. If Tekken 8 had some weird evil tournament, you would be seeing Blue God winning Tekken 8. I'm telling you, you would see Blue God winning Tekken 8 at Evil this year. And he hasn't even played the game. Actually, he might have because he's a console player. But still, you get what I mean. Yeah, he has to get nerfed. I don't know how they're going to do it, though. I don't know how they're going to do it, but it has to get nerfed. I think that they should just make it a meter system like in Soul Calibur, where, I mean, the meter's there. I feel like what would make sense is if the meter gets built up like it does in Soul Calibur. And then when you get to max, you have access to Heat. I think that's just what would make the most sense. You start out at 0 at round 1, and then it builds up the exact same way it does in Soul Calibur, running forward, blocking, attacking. I think that would be better. It'd be less brain dead, too. There's a particular string with Kazuya that's very plus same mix-up if in Heat. Might as well let go of the pad 1, 2, 4, 3, I think. Is that the one that's like natural and normal hit and does a quarter of your life bar? And it's supposed to be the wall under because for some reason its scaling is bugged? I've seen that one. Kazuya is the best character in Tekken 8. And yeah, okay. Kazuya is the best character in Tekken 8, and it didn't work out the way that I thought it was going to work out, but I was still right, so 1 point to me. Yeah, what else is it? Oh, yeah, so you know the funny thing with Asuka? Let me bring up Fergus's video real quick. What's really funny is that, again, you can really tell that, Tekken 8 is just taking everything from Soul Calibur 6 because they clearly think Soul Calibur 6 was a superior game. Including Terror Charge. So let me show you something with Asuka real quick. Just because I think this is funny. So this is from Fergus's video, right?
Kind of move.
So, when, like I said before, Asuka, when she's in Heat, is in Terror Charge. So all of the moves that she gets when she points, like you saw in the trailer, she has access to in Heat. The funny thing is that you know how the Terror Charge moves with Nightmare do an obscene amount of chip damage on block. Where is it? I want you to see this chip damage real quick. Because it's really funny. The chip damage is really funny. I don't remember where it was in the video, but I want you to see this chip damage. Yeah, there it is. Look at this chip damage. Oh, no, that wasn't chip damage. Shit. Wait, was this chip damage? What's the damn chip damage? I think I'm too far in the video. We didn't see much of Nina, though. Yeah. What I've briefly heard is that Nina players weren't very happy with Nina. With Nina's changes. She just, I guess she doesn't feel like she fits. I guess that's the problem. Good, fuck him. Okay, so I can't find it in the video, but I'll just get to the point instead of showing you. So Asuka's Heat moves do chip damage, right? And they do a pretty obscene amount of chip damage. We'll see if it ends up like coming up through the video here. But yeah, there it is. We saw the chip damage there. Okay, good. Thank God. Right on time. So I want you to look at the chip damage here. That's the chip damage. That's the chip. Look at that's the chip damage, and it's plus as fuck. And this is when Asuka's in Soul Charge, so it's the same as Terror Charge. The thing was, that's a whole 12 string on block. Yeah, it's like the same chip damage. Okay, it's a little bit less, I think, but it's like the same chip damage as when Nightmare does like. Well, any of his Terror Charge moves, really. I was thinking of one specifically, but no, it's really any of them. Like Grim Stride A plus B. It's like the same thing. But the thing is, this game doesn't have Just God in it. So you can't nullify the chip damage like you can against Nightmare. So you just have to eat it. So this is another case. This is another case in this game where they've just said, oh, we're just going to take all of these things from Soul Calibur and throw it in Tekken without thinking, without thinking about why it works. You know why why that works, why the chip damage works with Nightmare? It's because you get Just God and it jails. At least the Grim Stride A plus B does. Like Terror Charge is fine. Like if you have the time, you can Just God and you're fine. This, you just have to eat that. You just have to eat that. You don't get a choice, and it's plus. I love it. I love it because I'm maining Asuka in this game, but it's really funny. It's really funny. So do you know another thing too? And I kind of called this one too, except not really, but I kind of did. Did you know that this game has 8-way run in it? I am not kidding you. This game has 8-way run. Let me find the video real quick. I saw this watching Eris. I saw this watching Eris's video on Tekken 8. And I don't have a timestamp, so this is going to take me a while to find. But the thing is that instant while running is still like a thing. It's still a thing, but you can also run forward in the same way as Soul Calibur. So, what does that mean? It means that if you start point blank against an opponent and you start sprinting, you will continue running and push the opponent backwards exactly the same as you do in Soul Calibur. And it is so funny seeing it in Tekken. But there's so many things in Tekken 8 that they have blatantly taken from Soul Calibur, right? Soul Attack, Soul Charge, I think those are the biggest ones. Air Stun, they took. What are some other ones? There are some other ones. Oh yeah, the double wall splat. They took that from Soul Calibur and put it in Tekken. Now they also just implemented a part of 8-way run into Tekken 8. Now. They just, oh yeah, Terror Charge as well. If we're talking character specific, there's Terror Charge in the game too. Just unapologetically pretty much exactly the same as Terror Charge, works in exactly the same way. The gimmick system that's in Soul Calibur 6. Yeah, I'll keep going through this video to while I'm talking. Hopefully I'll find out where it is in here. But yeah, it's pretty funny. I'm pretty excited about Jack. I was watching Anakin, and he's doing mostly the same things I was. Excuse me. I saw Jack a little bit, and he definitely looks more interesting than he's ever looked. He looks more like a unique character, and he looks like he has more options, right? I think he looks really cool in in Tekken 8. I'm really excited to try him out. He's very interesting. And his movement is surprisingly fast as well. It's shockingly fast. I have opinion in that with how often you run in this game. I see why they did it. It's going to take a while to get used to. For Soul Calibur players, it won't. Yeah, okay, so this isn't exactly how it works, but I'm just going to show this because this is like, this is somewhere in the video where it's basically the exact same thing. I'll continue to try looking for it. But you see how King runs in this stance? It's just like this. So if you triple tap forward with any character, you dash towards them when they're point blank like this, you'll just run like this. It's faster, but it's exactly the same as Soul Calibur. So you just do this basically. Even though this is a stance, it works the exact same way. Which is really interesting. I don't really know how to feel about it. Just makes confirming a bit easier. It makes like instant Shining Wizard easier and instant while running moves. Claudio's instant while running too. Elisa's instant while running too. Those things are super easy now. Because you can't get caught on the opponent for being point blank. It's not a just frame anymore. You just tap forward 3 times, hit the button, and it's always going to come out, basically. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about it, because I think on one hand, for most characters, it's fine, and it's not really going to matter. But there are some characters where a crucial part of their execution is being able to do instant while running. Dragunov, I think, is the most obvious example of that. And it's not like instant while running isn't going to be important. Like, I do instant while running with Elisa all the time, and it's for, like, Oki situations, whiff punishing and stuff, right? So it's not like it's not important to be able to do that still in some situations. But it does remove an aspect of the game, right? For some characters. It takes away something that you can do and learn with the character. Which to me is kind of weird. Especially when in Tekken 8, they're, they're implementing systems to give characters more things that they can do. Like the gimmick system. So, it's a little bit strange to me. It's a little bit strange to me. But I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference, right? It's only really going to make a difference with some characters. And you know what it also means too? You know how people will like dash in front of you to like move you across the screen when you're not moving, right? Being able to just run at them now instead. And I think there's a button, right? I think there's a button now in this game too to be able to run or something. Oh yeah, it's like if you press forward twice and hold. Yeah, it's exactly the same as Soul Calibur, and I think that was in Spag's video when there was the closed alpha test. Is if you press forward twice and you hold forward, then they'll go into a run. It's exactly the same as Soul Calibur. But I think if you press it 3 times like normal, then you instantly do it, whereas doing it twice has a little bit of startup. But either way, yeah, let me put on the music again. It's interesting. I think it is going to. I think it is going to be like a positive thing overall, though, because I think in Soul Calibur, it's not really something that's utilized so much in Soul Calibur, but I think in Soul Calibur the system is better. Not being hindered by bumping into your opponent, being able to move around, being able to move around more freely, right? Especially if they're not doing anything, and I think that makes more sense for Tekken as well, so. I shouldn't say more sense, but it does make sense for Tekken. Yeah. Key engage, hold forward, instant follow-up potential. I think the run might end though with heat engage, because imagine if you could heat engage and then just continuously run forward until they get to the wall. It would be really funny, but I also just don't think it would work practically. Unfortunately, I can't find the running thing. I really should have found timestamps for this whole thing, huh? Yeah. Oh, here was another thing that I learned too, that I think is really, really, a really good change. Grabs on counter hits are unbreakable. Can you believe that? Grabs on counter hit are unbreakable. I don't know how true this is. This is just what I've heard. But yeah, grabs on counter hit are unbreakable, which I think is a very good change. I know I've heard a lot of people complain about counter hit grabs in Tekken 7 because that wasn't a thing before Tekken 7, counter hit grabs. Or grabs, you can get counter hit out of a grab. It was something like that, something with the counter hit. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Makes sense, to be honest. I think, here's what I think. Here's why I think this is so interesting. I think this is really interesting. If you get caught off guard by someone grabbing you, they're probably going to succeed. Yeah, it's a really interesting change because, one, that kind of changes the entire game. I think it's a more significant, because I've only heard this one time. I barely heard about this, but I think that making grabs counter hit changes the entire game. Because the first thing is that grabs are pretty much useless in Tekken 7. Before Tekken 7, they weren't good. They were more situational. They had a shorter break window, so they were hard to break, and you could certainly get caught off guard by them and get thrown. But in Tekken 7, they were largely useless, and they were only really used by some characters for repositioning. Like you saw Knee use Fung's command grab a lot because it moved the character to the left, right? And you also use like certain grab breaks to like reposition your opponent towards the wall and stuff like that. But that's really it. You're only really using grabs for the opponent to grab break them. Kind of like the 2+4 grab in Tekken 4, right? Grabs being unbreakable on counter hit means that every character's grabs in the game went from being unusable with maybe some niche uses for repositioning to all of a sudden extremely strong. Extremely strong. And now it's really important to know the properties of all of your grabs, what direction that the opponent goes when they break them, where they go when you hit them, if they wall splat or not, etc., etc. Because now all of a sudden grabs have these uses where, let's say the opponent's back is to the wall and Josie does her forward 3+4 grab and it counter hits. Instead of it just getting broken all the time, now all of a sudden it's going to wall splat and get a full combo, right? But if you're not at the wall, maybe you want to do one of the generic grabs. Because the thing is with Josie, I don't know what those grabs even do, because who the hell uses those grabs? But maybe they position the character like off axis, so maybe they've switched sides. I don't know. But it makes all of the grabs in the game actually useful. So you have to know your grabs now, and you have to know the properties on them. The other thing that's more important than that I think is not something that is being considered is there are no more magic 4s in the game. And how many frames of grabs in Tekken? Do I need to explain more? Grabs are your magic force now. And they're about as safe. Depending on the character, they can do more. Because this is a universal thing. Because there are a lot of characters that just, they don't have magic force. Right? Even in Tekken 7. So, think about this. In Tekken 7, having grabs be natural on counter hit, if that was something that they just changed in a season, right? If they just made grabs natural on counter hit, or yeah, natural on counter hit just as a season change, people would definitely be using grabs more, and it would be strong, but it wouldn't be that strong, right? It would be something that you would consider, but it wouldn't be that strong. But now that Magic 4s aren't in the game, this is your fast 12-frame universal counter hit option. And there are still characters that, yes, do have Magic Force, but they have to do the extension, right? Or tailspins or whatever. But grabs are fairly safe. They're unblockable, so the opponent has to duck them or sidestep them, which they were already doing against Magic Force anyway. They just don't give you a full combo. But, you know, if it gets blocked, then you're like, what? I don't remember what grabs are on break. It depends on the grab. But you're what, like -4? Like the same as Magic 4? I mean, some Magic 4s are like -9 or something. I think Jin's is like that. You know, if you're giving yourself very little risk, and then if it hits, you know, you're doing what, 35, 40 damage, something like that, like a good chunk of damage. Or you're just like throwing them against the wall and getting a full combo, and then you're getting Oki as well. It's very strong. It's very strong. And again, this is like the thing I wanna write home about is that this is universal. This is every character. So now because you think in Tekken 7, even though Magic 4s are in the game, there are a lot of characters that don't have Magic 4s. Like Gigas, for example, doesn't have a Magic 4. Marduk doesn't have a Magic 4. Can you imagine Marduk? Just listen to me. Can you imagine Tekken 7 if grabs became natural on counter hit in season 5 and Marduk was in the game? Just think about it. Now his grab that tosses your ass up in the air and gives him a combo is natural on counter hit when he doesn't have a Magic 4. That's insane. That's insane. Law has that same grab. I actually don't know if it's in Tekken 8. I haven't seen anyone use it. But if grabs are natural on counter hit and I haven't been told false information, Law is busted. Because now he's like the only character in the game that has an actual Magic 4, and it's a grab. You know, because yeah, it's the same thing as Jin's Magic 4. Yes, it gives him a full combo, but he's also like the only character in the game that has a launcher out of a grab. But then every character as well also now has this big counter hit option to replace Magic 4s. I'm going in circles at this point, but it's insane. Yeah, grapple is stay winning, buying Tekken 8 again. It's crazy. Do you know what Law is dragon? Is the dragon, I'm assuming that you mean? Yeah, Enter the Dragon. I get it, that he has the dragon thing. With it, I understand that they can't just permanently run him, more saying that anyone can learn how to apply a basic form of pressure. Oh yeah, true. Yeah. I mean, I imagine it's going to work in a similar way as Soul Calibur, except you won't get run counted. So, you know. Yeah, is there anything else to really talk about? We've been here for a bit. I think it's interesting, right? I'm excited to get my hands on the game. I think the stuff that's come out, I think they have a good like foundation for the game. There's a lot that still needs to be worked on, but like looking at the game, they can either do a great job with it or they can royally fuck it up. I think that it has a lot of interesting ideas. I think it changes up the game a lot. I think there's a lot of unexplored ideas, which I think is crucial. I think that's crucial, is that there are a lot of, not just, because everyone focuses on like heats unexplored. I think there are a lot of just concepts that exist in the game that are unexplored, which is exciting. And I think there's a lot of potential, right? I think there's a lot of potential for the game and the characters, and there is a lot of stuff that needs to be changed, but I trust them. I trust them. Doing one of his, oh yeah, that's funny. It's because it sounds so out of place. It really is. Like, yeah, that's another thing they took from Soul Calibur 2. Characters talking when they do moves and stuff. They stole that shit from Soul Calibur as well, and it sounds so awkward. I hate rich people. Law is such a clown. One thing, last thing I forgot to talk about real quick is netcode. There's not much I can say about netcode because I haven't played it, but thank God they have the option to turn off rollback. Thank God. That's a controversial opinion, but rollback doesn't work in Tekken. It doesn't. Rollback doesn't work in 3D fighting games. Virtua Fighter is on Fight, Soul Calibur is on Fight. I've played them. It's garbage. I've played Tekken 7 with 3 frames of rollback. It's unplayable. And Tekken 8 looks the same. From what I've seen, you can go up to 6 frames of rollback. It's still the same at 3 as it is in Tekken 7. It's still unplayable. And I've been saying since season 4 came out, basically, if I could revert back to season 3 netcode, I would. I would in a heartbeat. And you can do that. They give you that option in Tekken 8, which I think is perfect. I think it's the right way to go. Because Harada has said that rollback doesn't work in Tekken, and it doesn't. It doesn't. Look at Tekken 7. It doesn't. Logically, it doesn't work. I have seen people arguing that Tekken is fine with rollback. It's not. Like 3D fighting games do not work with rollback. They don't. At least Tekken doesn't. I think that potentially Soul Calibur could. I think Virtua Fight, I don't even think Virtua Fight could. Tekken definitely doesn't. And so they basically said, okay, we'll put rollback in the game, but we'll also give you the option to turn it off if you don't like it. I think that's perfect because I don't like it. I don't like rollback in Tekken. I think it's shit. I think it makes the game unplayable. I can't tell what people are, where the opponent is. It's a stuttery mess. So I'm glad that you can turn it off. And I'm glad that you can turn it on for the people that complain about it. Complain about having rollback for the sake of rollback. I do have a question about this. As of right now, I can't afford a computer, so you know I might have to figure out the crossplay. Crossplay is just on. It's there by default. From what I could see in the matchmaking is that you have, when you're doing the matchmaking, you have the option to turn it on and off. So it's just there. It just works. Yeah, but how do I find you? There's probably just going to be a lobby system and you can just look for the name of the room or something like that. Because that exists in Tekken 7, it's just no one uses it. But I think it's just going to be that you go into casual, you search, you go through a list of rooms and you search by name or something, and then you put in a password. It's probably how it'll work. Yeah. Yeah, so a thing that that's really been going around is that I guess someone who made GGPO. Gotta switch. I guess someone who made GGPO said, oh yeah, so rollback will just work in Tekken because Tekken works basically the same as Mortal Kombat because they're both 3D games and the animations are the same. If you've played Tekken for 2 minutes, you know that that is not a comparison that you can make at all. That it's stupid. I want to make a PowerPoint presentation about this. But here's the thing. Everyone is saying, oh, so a move in Tekken is 10 frames. A move in like Mortal Kombat is 5 frames. Therefore, rollback is better for Tekken because moves is slower. Are you stupid? Like, you're proving the point that rollback doesn't work for Tekken. Because in Tekken, when you move around, you can cancel every action that you do on frame 1. So, yeah, moves themselves cater better to rollback, but the movement itself doesn't work with rollback. And you can plainly see that if you play Tekken 7 or any Tekken game with rollback. It doesn't work. Because you can cancel everything after 1 frame, so the rollback can't keep up. It's one of the dumbest, most short-sighted arguments I've ever seen. I want to see if I can find the tweet. And this is what people have argued as well. Oh, well, why would movement matter if it already looks like a stuttering mess? Because you don't play Tekken and I do. It's so dumb. Like, if you can't see the difference and you want to turn rollback on, go for it. I'm turning it off. I'm turning rollback off because it's garbage and it doesn't work. It doesn't work for Tekken. Tekken, the Tekken system, rollback cannot work with the movement in Tekken, and we've seen that in Tekken 8. I think it's definitely better than Tekken 7. I'll give it that, but it doesn't work. It just doesn't. At this point, I really don't care about what I play. I'm just happy to play it at all. Fair. Hi, Moose. New Twitch, who this? Seth. Seth. Right, so should we do a tier list? Oh, I also saw too that Buff Gigas Please has a video of all of the special intros. Should we watch them to get some lore? I just want to hear Law say, I hate rich people. Is it just me or is Tekken 8 looking kind of mid? I'll probably end up getting it. As a Soul Calibur player, I think it looks great, but also broken in a Kusuge right now, but they'll fix it. Every Tekken game on release is broken. So I'm used to it. Street Fighter 6 looked pretty mid, and then I got and thought was great. I think Tekken 8 is it's interesting. It has a lot of interesting concepts, and everything in the game is underexplored. Here's what I'll tell you, Moose. What you're seeing in Tekken 8 right now, even if they do not change the game at all, and the full release is exactly the same as the beta is right now, the game is going to look completely different in a month or 2 months. Because no one is using the game's core systems correctly. No one is using heat correctly. No one is utilizing the system changes correctly. And it's going to change the game a lot. I hope they change the hit sound effects. The hit sound effects could use tweaking. Generally, I like them, but there are some things where it doesn't sound right. There are some things like if they jab you and it makes the sound like someone threw a pot through a window and then it hit a car and then started a car alarm. It doesn't make any sense for that to be on a jab. Like, Laws is back 4 on counter hit, sure. A jab, yeah. I've been watching old movies that were mediocre in their own way and still beat the piss out of anything that came out in the last 5 years. Been at least 5 years since I've actually seen something in theater, to be fair. I don't watch movies, so I don't really have an opinion. The only movies I've seen at all are John Wick, and I don't know why, but I just watched what did I watch in theaters? I think 3 and 4. 4 was the worst one. That's a controversial opinion, but 4 was the worst John Wick movie. The amount of hitbox is insane. I complain about some of the voices, cough Brian, but there's gonna be mods to change those, so I don't care. I hate rich people! Harada has said that there's going to be an option to turn down the hit spark, so that's not gonna be an issue, at least. Watched a recent Dungeons and Dragons movie on Netflix recently on Impulse. Solid 6, 7 out of 10 movie, but enjoyable. I didn't even know that was a thing. See, I'm completely ignorant on that kind of stuff too. All right, you wanna watch the special intros for Tekken 8? We have a full compilation here. It's 6 minutes. Seth, will you react? Seth, will you react to the Tekken 8 intros? Yes, I will, because why not? Scorpion King rocks, no pun intended. God, that's an old movie. When did that come out? 2001? I haven't seen that in a long time. Can you believe that there are fully functioning adults in college that were born after the Scorpion King came out? Jesus. All right, let's watch this thing. Like I said, I've been watching old movies. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. It's the Scorpion King to me. Thinking about it, I feel like it's like, it's old, but not 22 years old, you know? That doesn't make sense to my brain. Gee, I wonder if he hates rich people. I hate rich people. Okay. This is a weird one, right? This is a weird one, right?
Fight.
For Jin. I feel like it's a bit of a weird one. It feels kind of forced, right? Because it's you have to have some interaction with Jin and June, but they could have done a lot more with that one. They could have had a callback to Tekken 4 or something, you know? They could have had him. Well, no, he has control of devils, so they couldn't do that. But you could have had a thing like that where it could be like Jin feels like he's having visions or something. Or you could make it so that when Jin is fighting June, it is supposed to be an eternal struggle. Because in the Tekken story, Jin is supposed to be like Angel. Well, you know how Kazuya is devil and angel, right? It's like 2 people in one. June is supposed to be angel for Jin, like internally. So it would make more sense for a special intro like that is to lean in on that and have fighting against June be an internal conflict between like his devil self and his angel self. So it feels weird. Anyway. Feels like the Mishima intros in Tekken 7, nothing new but different dialogue. Yeah, it does. It does. They could have done more with it. About to tell him to go to his room. Fuck, maybe watching 1982 Conan. God, that's old.
Round 1.
I think that's a really good one. I think the Shockwave really does it on that one. You know, let's rate these with a number, right? Okay, I think the first one is like a 4. They could have done better. I think that one's a solid 8. I think the shockwave really sells it, right? I think them talking to each other could have been cheesy as well. And there might be story significance behind them not talking to, like, specifically in Tekken 8. But yeah. Jin Jun is a 2. I can agree with that.
Can you keep up with my speed?
Can you handle my power? Let's go.
Round 1. Fight.
I mean, that's a tough one, right? Cause it works. You know my problem? I wish that there was more of a story significance behind it. It feels like, what's the way I'm trying to phrase this here? It doesn't feel like it's unique dialogue for specifically Law and Paul, right? Yes, it does work for their characters, but it doesn't work for them as characters, right? Like, it works for them individually, but not together. That's the problem. 6. I'm giving it a 6. It's fine. It at least works for them, unlike Jin and Jun.
I hate rich people.
10. It's not even actually unique. It's not even unique to Lily. He just says that. It's a 10. I'm giving it a 2. Honestly, fair. It gets bumped up a point for me because of the like them attacking each other, I guess. And with that, I don't even care what Lily says. It's a 10.
Et qui es-tu au juste?
Yeah. That's not even unique dialogue. It's a 10. It's a 10 out of 10 because it's that bad. Okay, it's rough that it just cuts and there's no interaction there, right? What you know what would have been so cool? What would have been really cool is if, like, before the fight sequence, Kazuya shoots out a laser and then Lars dodges the laser with his speed. That would be sick. That would have been a cool interaction too, because it, like, you have Devil Jin, you have Devil Kazuya showing off his power, and then you have Lars showing off his power and his new speed thing with the lightning and stuff. That would have been cool. Instead, it's just the two of them talking to each other. I think it's decent dialogue, but just nothing happens after it. And like, there's stuff they could have done, which is the problem. So it's also like Lars' line is generic, Kazuya's line is good. 5.5. I don't know, 5 or 6, so I'm 5.5. Now I'll give it a 6. I'll give it a 6. Now I'll give it a 5 because there's no actual unique interaction between them before the round start. 5. I'm giving it a 5. I hate rich people. I'm going to make that a sound alert in some way. Yeah, no attack takes away from it. Conflict between brothers is a 7. Yeah. 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 I don't know, like, I'm still giving it a 5. I think if they had the right attack there, it could be a 10. It really could be, but it feels like it just falls flat because there's nothing else there.
Round 1. Fight.
I think that one's really good. I think this, I honestly, I think this one is another 8. Give it a 2. I think it's an 8 because lines are trash. I think the delivery is good. I think the delivery is good. I think the character animation is good. I think them bowing to each other and showing respect for each other is good. I think it works perfectly between the two characters, and this is an interaction I can actually see them doing, unlike Jin and June. And I think it also helps to show the relationship between the two characters. Unlike Paul and Law, I think it's... I'm going to give it an 8. I'm going to give it an 8. It's not spectacular. You know what? I'll give it a 7. I'll give it an 8. I'll give it a 7.5. I think it's up there. On the subject of line delivery, I'll remind me. I'll watch that after going through these. You do make it sound like when someone donates. That's so good, actually. I should make that the sound when someone subscribes. I hate rich people. Oh man, yeah, that would be funny. Yeah, I'll do that because I don't think my sub alert even has any sounds because no one subscribes. For good reason. That's so good.
Fight.
Okay.
As-tu préparé une excuse pour quand tu perdras? うっさいわ。それはこっちのセリフや。
That's not what she said. Asuka said, "Shut up." That's my line or something along those lines.
One. Fight.
Yeah, that's This is really good.
それはこっちのセリフや。
I want to watch it again. I like the zoom in. It's unique, right? They don't need to punch each other, but that unique thing where they zoom in and then they walk away from each other before fighting. I think the lines are good. I think it works perfectly for the two characters and it's not generic. I like the shit talking. I almost want to give that a 9. I almost want to give that a 9. Yeah, I think I'm giving that one a 9. Solid 6. Solid bias. I'm biased too. I think that one's a 9. I almost want to say it's a 10. I feel like it's kind of perfect because I think the only other thing that you could really do is have a reference to like Tekken 6 or something where they're fighting each other. And then you go into that, but then it would probably be too long, right? So, guys, I'm just throwing out numbers. And it's working. It sounds like me when I make a tier list. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna give it a 10. I think it's a really good one. I'm giving it a 10.
まさか生きていたのか。
和也さん、今度こそあなたを救います。
Nice editing. I think that has a double meaning to it, right? Because on one hand, yes, it has that like interaction, but like I said, June is like Angel for Jin. The thing is with Kazuya, as he's explicitly stated in Tekken 4, Angel died in Tekken 2 when he was thrown into the volcano. So Angel's dead. At least Kazuya's Angel is dead, whatever Angel is supposed to be. And that's why Angel hasn't shown up since Tekken 2, is because Angel's dead. But so when you consider that dialogue and you consider the position that June has for Jin, it has a double meaning because it's not only Kazuya remarking that June is alive, but also that that Angel is still alive in some way inside of him, and that he can still be saved from fully transforming into the devil, right? And I think that's supposed to be one of the big plot points of Tekken 8. And that's why June is here and trying to save Kazuya, because June, her being in that role herself, can still see Angel in Kazuya. It's something that was part of the lore in Tekken 1, is that for Kazuya, depending on the person, they will either perceive him as a devil or an angel. And June, because of her role, still sees that angel part of him. So that whole interaction has two meanings behind it, which I think is interesting. And because of that, I'm gonna give it an 8. Lore equals 10. June's intro seems stiff to me. They do. Maybe it would make more sense when we go through the story of Tekken 8. Yeah, I think I'd give the interaction an 8, because again, I feel like that there's more that you could do with it. I don't know how much more you could do though without potentially spoiling the story, maybe. But I do think that there's more that you can do. I think that you could perhaps have it so that Kazuya has like a devil ore and June has an angel ore or something, or just, you know, something like small just to add to a little bit more instead of dialogue. But I think it's a good interaction.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a, Salt? Oh, Maître Leroy.
Just doesn't even talk to Lily. It's perfect. 10 out of 10. Kitty, you thought 100 out of 10. That's another one that just kind of feels like a generic Tekken 7 interaction. It's like a 2. Lily just does her normal intro and then says, "Oh, hi, Leroy," and Leroy does nothing. It's like a 2. Oh, they know each other.
Round 1. Fight.
This is a cool one, right? This is a cool one because this is another thing. Kid Clash will say 10 out of 10. This is another good one because for story reasons, because every single time that Jin and Hwoarang have fought, Jin has either been in devil form and nearly killed him, except for Tekken 7 where a grenade nearly killed him, or Jin has just been preoccupied with other shit. When Hwoarang beat him in Tekken 5, he was like, yeah, whatever, I'm gonna go find Jinpachi anyway, I don't give a shit. And was just completely off of the fight. And then nearly killed him when he turned into Devil Jin. In Tekken 3, they fought to like a draw, right? And then that was kind of it, and it wasn't very satisfying for Hwoarang, that's why he kept coming back. So now this is the first time really that we've ever seen not only them fighting and Jin seeming like he's fighting serious, but Jin being the one to take the initiative instead of Hwoarang, which is really, really cool. It's really cool to see. It's always been Hwoarang doing it first and Hwoarang pursuing Jin. So that's really cool. And then having the Kid Clash as well. Yeah, this is a 10. That's a 10. It's really good. The sticker from Hwoarang is perfect too, because it fits Hwoarang so well, this cocky asshole. Let me get this up. I use speech sex, so I said I hate rich people like a beauty. It took me to a college. It took you to college, boy. That's so funny.
Fight.
Round
1. Fight.
That's so good. That's a 10 out of 10. Brofist 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10. I don't even need to explain why.
Questo è l'unico modo per fermarti.
Okay. I mean, five? Huh? It's a story from Tekken 7. Did you not play the Tekken 7 story? Do you not know the Pachinko lore? That's unique intro. Yeah, it is unique intro because Claudio and Xiao Yu teamed up. And by teamed up, Claudio actually tried to use Xiao Yu to get to Jin. That was the whole thing in the Tekken 7 story. And then from what I understand, he was like, oh wait, this is fucked up, and stopped doing it. But he doesn't want Xiao Yu to pursue Jin. I think that's how the story works. It was like a 5. Oh, okay, story 6. 5 or 6. I know it teamed up with this intro site. Yeah, it was pretty generic.
Mishima, I'll nip this evil in the bud.
Man, they could have had with Leroy. They could have had something that was more unique there. It feels generic, right? I mean, Kazuya is. Man, they could have had Kazuya do the M. Bison quote. For Kazuya, it was a Tuesday. Instead, Kazuya just says nothing, and then Leroy doesn't even say he doesn't even say Kazuya. He says Mishima because they translate it like the thing that they want Leroy to say, like shit. Leroy, Leroy's from fucking Detroit or something, right? Or is he from Philadelphia? I don't remember. He's from America. He's from New York. That's why he's in Times Square. I'm just naming off big cities. But yeah, he wouldn't say Mishima. Well, okay, no, he did live in Hong Kong for a while, didn't he? He lived in China. So maybe he would. Because he presumably would know Chinese. Yeah. He would still say Kazuya. He wouldn't say Mishima. Or maybe he would. Maybe he would because of my headcanon, his connection to Wong. So it's not just about Kazuya, but it's all of the Mishimas in the Mishima bloodline, including Heihachi. So maybe he would. Thinking about it. Okay. Assuming my headcanon is correct and he actually does know Wong, and Wong and Jinpachi are the ones that saved him. Makes a little bit more sense. Still. It's like a 5. It was I'll give it a 4. They still could have done more with it, and they just didn't really do much. Giga Kaz doesn't give a shit about being someone's mortal enemy. 10 out of 10. It's nice to know if I ever want to go to college, I'll have to say I hate rich people.
You look familiar.
Huh? What? Wait, what? Wait a second. Wait, what? Wait. Was I right? Wait a second. Wait. Huh?
You look familiar.
I was fucking right! I was right! Wong and Jinpachi are the ones that fucking saved him when his ass was floating in the Pacific Ocean! I fucking told you! I was right! I was fucking right! How else would he know Shao? Why else would he say you look familiar / you remind me of someone when Shao is wearing the fucking Wong Jin Ray thing that I was talking about when I reacted to a fucking trailer? I need to go. Okay, so that's get back here, you little shit. I was tempted to run outside and scream. I didn't, but I almost did. Yeah, that's a 10 out of 10. That's an 11. That's a 12 out of 10. False dialogue, 11 out of 10. Yeah, I think it kind of goes without saying that the implications of that line make it a 10 out of 10. Because that you didn't turn the game off. I mean, that clearly means that my interpretation of Leroy's lore when he was released was correct. And so after he got thrown into the ocean, the people that did save him and bring him to China and teach him martial arts were Wong Jinrei and Jinpachi Mishima. At least Wong, right? I mean, that's because like I said when I reacted to Xiao's trailer, her outfit is clearly representative of Wong in the same way that like Huarong's is representative of Peck, right? It's an intentional design decision. So he's like Leroy. There's no way that Leroy could be referencing anyone besides Wong here. And in order for Leroy to be referencing Wong, he would have to know Wong. And in order for him to know Wong, he would have had to have either been saved by Wong or just know who he is, which isn't impossible because if you play through the Tekken 6 scenario campaign, basically everyone knows who Wong is because he's so powerful as a martial artist. But still, you don't got everyone saying that to Xiao. So yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, but I was right. I was fucking right. All of you people that say I'm crazy when I'm talking about Tekken lore, I was fucking right. Fuck you. Oh, let's continue. Yeah, 11 out of 10.
Familiar.
I also like how Leroy says you look familiar and then the subtitles say you remind me of someone.
Familiar.
Oh yeah,
I'll let you
this.
taste the power of my fists.
The Tekken 6 reference.
Round one.
Oh, that's so sick, man. That's so sick. Yeah, that's a 10. That's a 10. They should have done stuff like this with more of the intros. That's a 10.
Fight.
So that was all of the intros then. Evil Brian laugh, 10 out of 10. Let's hear it again.
Round one.
Sounds weird still. I'm used to old Southern Brian. Okay, so overall with intros, I'd say that intros are very hit or miss. There are some of them here that are solid 8, 9, 10s. The rest are kind of whatever. They're very generic. They don't really do anything. And it's not only that, but there was so much more that they could have done. That's the problem. There's so much more they could have done with a lot of the intros that they just didn't. I mean, I was rapid firing ideas that, you know, whether or not they're good, it still would add to the intro, right? A lot of the times when the intros are bad, it's just because they haven't like done enough. It's like doing a drawing and not doing any of the shading. That's the problem. Like, yeah, it's fine, but it would look a lot better if you do the shading, if you add more to it. Even it's not even about like adding too much. It's just like you do a little bit more and it would be better. So I think the ones for the most part where they do everything are really, really good. The ones where they don't generally aren't that good. That's the issue. So overall, I mean, it's an improvement. I'd say they're overall okay. They're not all amazing, but overall they're okay. Were there any characters that didn't have any unique interactions? I don't think so, right? I think that's a big positive. Having every character have at least one unique interaction is good. Let's get to the win poses.
You win.
No pain, no gain. Don't worry, I'll win for you.
I'll win for you. Okay, we'll just go through these on a character by character basis, I guess. So Paul doesn't have any unique ones. He was playing Brian. Yeah, Paul's a generic out of 10. See, okay, that Brian laugh sounds fine. It's different, but I think it sounds fine. It doesn't have like the echoey sound like it did in Tekken 5 or 4, but I think it sounds fine. I actually do like that one more than the one that he does in Tekken 7. I can't remember if he had that one in previous Tekken games, but I do like that one more because it feels more visceral with him doing the grunting and stuff, and the sound effects I think are a lot better too. I think that one's much better.
You win.
Oh man, yeah, I love Asuka's. I think her voice in Tekken 8. I like her voice so much more in Tekken 8 than I do in Tekken 7. Hell, I think any Tekken game. I like her voice so much more. Her popping in like that, like, I'm going to do it. Like a Looney Tunes character, like, hey, ah. Oh, yeah, I love Asuka. I love Asuka, and I'm not just gonna play Asuka, I'm going to main Asuka. I don't care what other characters are in Tekken 8. Asuka's going to be one of my mains in this game for sure. I love her in this game. To be honest, I like the silent punching more, seems more brutal. I think the punching with the effects and him actually making noises during it is more brutal. I think it's because I think the reason why I think that is because it feels like he's putting effort into caving the opponent's face in Tekken 8. Whereas in Tekken 7, because of the lack of those things, in comparison, it feels less brutal, but also less, I guess, dangerous isn't the right word. But it doesn't sound like he's trying to kill you, right? That's the thing. Whereas with it, how it is in Tekken 8, he just sounds like a crazy man who's trying to punch you until your face is just nothing. Like, he just wants to cave your face in. I think that fits better, personally. Seth is a nightmare player, confirmed. I will be using Terror Charge, and I will be calling it Terror Charge. In Tekken 7, he seems like a failure. I'm just senseless being a dead corpse until he sees the cameraman. See, I don't get that in Tekken 7, but I get that with him in Tekken 8. It's interesting.
You lose.
She has a wink now? Okay, yeah, Aqua is screaming right now. I don't even think I'm going to be rating these. I'm just going to say what I think. I do like that she's sipping tea at the end now instead of the beginning. I think that's neat. I do like how she's sipping tea over your What's the word? I can't do words. Unconscious body. I wanted to say corpse because I'm still on Brian. Shut up. Shut up. Keep Aqua away from this game. Dude, I'm going to play Asuka. He's going to play Lily, and he's going to want me to play the intro every time. And I don't blame him. I'm going to want to play the intro too, because it's the intro's great. Man, I can't wait to see. Every character has unique interactions in this game. I want to see what Yoshimitsu's are. Elisa's whatever. Like, I can take her to leave it. I already know that what she's going to have with Lars. But I want to see Yoshimitsu's. Hello, Shashia. I'm new. What does this do? You spent 200 dutes to make a poll. So what we have to do now is we have to make a poll based on what you said. So create a new poll. So the question, what does this do? Responses. Something or nothing. Duration, we'll do 2 minutes. All right, guys, vote on the poll. what does this do? Does it do something or nothing? It makes a poll. If you want to make a poll for some reason, then you can spend 200 points to have me make a poll. I'm going to refund your points. How the hell do I refund? I'll refund your points at a point in the future. I don't remember how to refund points. I don't think the option is on my Twitch dashboard right now, and I can't be bothered to get the option. Anyway, hello. Thank you for the follow.
You lose.
大事な人を守るために
You lose.
今度こそ二人を救ってみせる
Yeah, okay, that was generic June out of generic June. So I guess technically that means a 10 out of 10 or 1 out of 1, depending on how you feel.
Come on.
Wait, isn't this... I know that... I want to say that this is one of Peck's win poses, right? I know that part that he does at the end is something that Peck does in one of his intros. Like, the problem was, and this is the problem I had when I was looking at Huarong too, Huarong and Peck are so similar in their moves. The gameplay is very different, but the moves are so similar. I cannot remember what is Huarong and what is Peck. And I can't remember what's shared because there's so much gray area, there's so much that they both have. But I almost feel like this is a Peck win pose, right?
Come on. 필살기 같은 건 없어?
Well, there you go. You have your answer. It does something. the poll feature does do something. I don't know if I'd agree with that because no one uses it, but there you go.
You lose.
Forse, poi esagerato.
Yeah, that's just Claudio. I do like his voice more. I do like his voice more in this game than in Tekken 7.
This should be fun.
You win.
What's done is done.
You lose.
Oh, there's a third one?
Isn't it past your bedtime?
Yeah, okay, that's all Nina, nothing new. Most characters have the same intros and outros in Tekken 8. What do you think? I think it's kind of a shame. I hope that they add more in the future, because this might just be a beta thing and they're just recycling things from old games so that they can focus on developing other stuff, which I can see happening, and that would be good. But it's a shame that they're just reusing, because they're trying to give characters more personality. You clearly see that in their outfits. And to have the win poses be the same and fairly generic most of the time feels weird. They give all of these characters special intro. Every character has a special intro, but then the win poses are just the same. Doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right, especially if you look in the past and most characters get at least one thing that's new. And I think here, when characters do get something that's new, it's cool. I do like how Paul is now on the bike all the time with his win poses. I think that's cool. So then it's weird when Claudio is just like, oh, the light, oh, my hand. It's weird. Yeah, like I was hoping for the new intros, but so far I mostly have the same intros and outros. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a placeholder. I'm going to hope that it's a placeholder. Well, not a placeholder because they're still going to be in the game, obviously. But I'm hoping that they add a couple of more things. You know, thinking about it's also weird too when you think about it, because in Tekken, when you have the win poses, you can hold one of the 4 face buttons to do one of your win poses. But most of these characters have 2 win poses. Why don't they have 4? Even Nina has 3. Why don't they have 4? Conspiracy? I think so. Paul, do you prefer Tekken 7 Brian beatdown pose or Tekken 8 Brian beatdown pose? All right, let's do the poll. You might prove my point here if no one votes in it. New poll. Question: Tekken 7 or Tekken 8? Tekken 7, Tekken 8. 2 minutes. And I'm gonna vote on my own poll. Because I'm an asshole. See, like this is sick. This is sick. I know that they did this for the trailer because it would look good for the trailer, but this is cool. Why don't more characters have this? This is so much personality and uniqueness to it. Why is it just King that has this? Okay, it's not just King, like some other characters do. But why doesn't every character have this? That's what I'm trying to say. Shut up, I can't speak English. What, you think I speak English? Oh, he has another one too. See, King has 4. I'm telling you, it's a conspiracy. Kings are done because they didn't have to animate his face, so he was one of the first characters that they did. He has 4, and 2 of them are unique. I was right about Leroy. That's just what I'm going to say for the next 5 years. I was right about Leroy. Whenever anyone tries disagreeing with me, I was right about Leroy. God, I love Jack 8's design. That was just Jack stuff. He has 1? There's no way he has 1. You
win.
Wait, this is an intro. I've been tricked. I've been tricked because this clearly said back here that these were win poses. This is an intro. Promotion match. I've been tricked. Yeah, I like that with Shao. I like that with Shao. I have a feeling that this is not a complete comprehensive list, probably. Because maybe Buff Gigas Please didn't know about the hold the button on the D-pad trick. I don't know why he wouldn't, but one thing I feel like is unrealistic is how easily Jin can lift Jack up despite him being 400 kilograms. Just wait until you see Shao do it. Oh yeah, it doesn't. Wait, no, that's Lily's rage out. Never mind. Never mind.
You win.
Well, I guess Shao doesn't do it, does she? Well, no, because she has the one where she flips, right? And she has Waning Moon. Well, Waning Moon doesn't flip you, right? Waning Moon doesn't flip you. How's she going to leap over Jack? See, I'm trying to make this so that I can figure out a way to make my argument work and brute force it. How's she going to jump over Jack?
You lose.
You're going out with nothing to show for it.
Yeah, that was something. One thing I feel like, oh wait, I told you I can't read English. Logo flipping a 400 kilogram killer robot. that runs on gasoline? More likely than you think. Oh, these are the special win poses. I've been tricked. I would have just skipped to here if I knew that. Probably would have been a bad idea, but I still would have done it. Okay. We can actually rate these now. That's an interesting side of Asuka that we don't really see, right? Because it's always Asuka being mean, I guess? But then she's actually saying, maybe it's only because she won, right? Maybe it's because she won and Lily's unconscious and not bothering her. Maybe that's the reason. It's interesting. I think it's interesting. I think when we're purely talking about win poses, I'm going to give it an unbiased 9. Sorry, did I say unbiased? I'm in a biased 9 and unbiased 7. I just don't like that win pose in general. Is that wrong for me? I don't like that win pose in general. It's not the cat. It's the way that she interacts with the cat. Just looks weird. I shouldn't say feels weird. It does kind of feel weird, but it looks weird. Animations look weird. It's like Paul's fucking face being made of Play-Doh. That's what I'm trying to say. I think it would make more sense instead of the cat for her to do the one where she's sipping tea over Asuka's unconscious body. I think that would be better for Lily as a character than with the cat. I'm giving it a biased 5, so an unbiased 7. What was the results of the poll? I didn't even look at the poll results. What were the results? Why does it have to open in a new tab? Everyone says Tekken 8. Damn, JWD didn't even vote. Well, there, the votes are in. The cat is put down now. See, the thing is, too, the cat doesn't make any sense. Because the cat in her intro just fucks off, and then she ignores it. It runs into New York City traffic, and then it gets hit. And she's just like, oh, whatever, I'll get a new one, I'm rich. And then in the win pose, she picks up the cat, and then the cat is looking at the camera like, what the fuck are you doing, woman? It's so funny, but it's so weird.
You lose. You win.
Oh. I think June's. See, this is the thing I was saying about Lily, but they actually did it with June with the I think it would make more sense with her doing the tea thing. I think doing that win pose where June's over Kazuya is the one that makes the most sense. I think the dialogue works. I think it's an 8. I think the same thing with Kazuya, right? Because like I've said like 3 times now, but I'm going to keep bringing it up. With the whole June and Jin thing, with June is supposed to be Angel, having Kazuya transform into Devil in his win pose also has a double meaning, just like the special intro interaction does, because by defeating June, it's basically saying that he is, even though he thought Angel was dead, now Angel is completely gone and now the Devil is taking over him. So I think that works really well. And then the dialogue with June as well, where he goes in the intro saying, "You're still alive to get out of my sight," also has a double meaning in that the Devil has fully taken over him, right? I think it's really good. I think that one's a 10. I think that one's a 10. Because it has so many different meanings to it. Legitimate meanings too. It's not just me being like, oh, I'm in 10th grade English class and my teacher has told me to extrapolate the meaning of paragraph 3 of page 92 of Lord of the Flies and write an essay on it. It's almost certainly intentional, because that's what it all goes. That's what this whole thing goes back to, and all these interactions and stuff between Kazi and June. So, I think it's really good. I think it's perfect. It's kind of sweet. I just beat you here. Let me help you. Well, the thing is that when she's doing that, I don't know the full extent of June's powers, but remember Asuka's ending in Tekken 5. Or June's ending in Tekken Tag 1, where the Kazuma bloodline is able to restrict or destroy the devil. The Kazuma bloodline is essentially the angel bloodline. I guess you could say, in very simple terms, right? That's not really how it is, but in very simple terms, that's how it works in relation to the devil. So by June doing that after she's defeated Kazuya, she's essentially removing the devil from Kazuya and replacing it with Angel, whereas if meaning that Angel prevails, whereas if Kazuya wins, he transforms into Devil, meaning the devil prevails. Which kind of comes back to that thing I was talking about with the intro, with how it should have been phrased more as an internal conflict with Kazuya rather than it being an actual fight between June and Kazuya, which I think would have worked better, and that's what they do in the win poses, kind of. I think it works really well. It's a 10.
You win.
Oh god, I'm going too fast. I thought that was going to be something against Kazuya, but no, apparently Jin is just a bitch boy that doesn't even speak to Kazuya. He doesn't even speak to his father. Fuck you, Dad. I want you to go back and get more milk. Yeah, it's fine. It's like a 6, right? It's just, it's what Kazuya would say. Kazuya would pick up Jin by the throat and strangle him to death. I'm not gonna make a joke. That's why she has lasers. You know? You might be on to something. Again, you could have had it as an internal conflict, and instead of doing like what Jun and Kazi does in the win poses, instead they just kind of keep going with that, and it's generic, and it doesn't really make any sense story-wise. 3!
You win.
That's okay. That's alright. I mean, that's one where I can see it changing wildly depending on what actually happens in the Tekken 8 story. Considering that Laws is explicitly being referenced to Gustavus Adolphus, and also considering the Battle of Poltava, it could have a lot of story relevance if they're trying to make parallels to Gustavus Adolphus. They could have also just done that because they thought it would be cool, and it is. Anyway, I'll stop tangenting. The point is that the score could be very different depending on how the story is or not. I'll give it like a 6. I don't think it's that, like, has that much impact outside of maybe a story thing, and I think it's better to give it a baseline than to assume. I won't let you off with another draw. Hold on, we gotta play it back from the beginning here, because yeah. That's good. I assuming that the translation is correct, because there's not a lot of time. Yeah, that's really good. I won't let you off with another draw. I like it. I like it. I almost want to give it a 10 just because it's so funny. And it works so well. I think I will. I think I'll give it a 10. I think it's perfect. I think it's perfect.
You win.
Xiao beat Jin up so bad that she's like, Jin, are you okay? 6. Hold on. He only has one wing is the depiction of a mythological one-winged angel. So I think the lore reason, did they do that on purpose? I wonder. I think the lore reason why he only has one wing, I have to think back on this because I had a theory on it, and it's been so long that I am having trouble remembering exactly. Oh yeah, it was with Azazel. Because remember that Devil Jin's ending and Zafina's ending in Tekken 6 are canon now because of Zafina's story, right? So basically what happened, presumably what happened, is that Jin / Devil Jin defeated Azazel, because that's the only way Azazel could have been defeated. Zafina didn't beat Azazel. Zafina just sealed Azazel. Picked up the crystal. The crystal interacted with the Devil Gene and started sucking out the Devil Gene's power, probably to resurrect Azazel or give him more power or whatever it would be. The manifested energy, right? Essentially turned Azazel into Night Terror, like reverse Jinpachi, you know? Because, like, remember in Devil Jin's ending in Tekken 5, when he grabs Jinpachi, he gains the power and takes it from Jinpachi. Maybe because he's stronger. Tekken 6, he grabs the crystal and the power gets extracted from him like Jinpachi. But then that... At the end of that process, then Zafina takes the crystal and then seals it and brings Jin outside the temple, and then it collapses, and then we just don't see Jin at all for Tekken 7. So my theory is the reason why he only has the one wing, and the reason why he can also control the Devil Gene, is because Azazel took the most of the power from him, essentially. So the Devil Gene is a lot more docile, and that means he can control it, but that also means that he can't transform into Devil Gene anymore, and that's why he only has the one wing, because he only has part of the power. It's either that, or it's June. Anyway.
You win.
Yeah, okay. That's like a 3. That's like an unbiased 7. I'm always going unbiased with these interactions now.
You've gotten stronger, Xiaoyu.
Oh my god, dude, my heart. Oh my god, my heart, dude. Because Xiaoyu wouldn't have been born, because this was 50 years ago. But the fact that not only did Wong save Leroy, but then also became friends with him and his family, and he knows Xiaoyu, and presumably trained with her too, dude. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my god, dude. That's a 10. That's a 10. My poor Wong main heart can't handle this, dude. Oh, I'm going to cry. I'm gonna start crying. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh. Dude, if this is making me this emotionally unstable, just this interaction, knowing what they're talking about, dude, if Wong ever gets revealed in this game, I'm going to have a fucking breakdown, man. I'm going to have a breakdown. I'm actually crying. What the fuck? I'm going to lose my fucking mind, dude. Oh my god. Holy shit.
You win.
Looks like Sugar's happy to see Salt.
That is how it works. That is how it works.
You win.
Yeah, that's generic. How generic. That's generic. How generic? Like you could have had something about like actually stopping the Mishima bloodline or something, but oh no, I was just I mean that's a cop out, right? Because all that means then is that if Laws beats Kazuya, then Kazuya just fucks off, right? That's what that's implying, is that if there's ever a situation where Laws would beat Kazuya, then Laws can't actually beat Kazuya. So he's just like, oh, I'll fight you again. I'll beat you next time, nerd.
Final round. Fight. Round 3. Fight.
Oh yeah,
round.
so these are the this is like the Soul Calibur thing that they do in its potential final round.
Fight. Final round. Fight. Round 3. Fight. Round 3. Fight.
Same as always. Oh, but he doesn't break the camera. All right, we got through them. I think the win poses are mostly the same as the intros. I think they lean a little bit more heavily into the story. Well, no, they're about the same actually. They're hit or miss, right? Some of them are really good. The best one is the interaction between Leroy and Shao. Absolutely no bias here. Ignore my crying. Ignore my tears. Yeah, that's absolutely the best one. Very hit or miss though. Some of them are very, very generic to a point where you wouldn't even be able to tell that they're unique. And some of them are really good, and they have a lot of meaning behind them, and they have a lot of story behind them. So overall, they're okay, right? And again, I'm glad that they're giving all of the characters at least something unique, so no one's left out. Whereas in Tekken 7, it was just like the Mishimas and Geese, and sometimes they played and sometimes they didn't. So I like it. I do wish that they would expand on them, for sure. I definitely wish that they would expand on them, but I think they're good. I like them. Tekken 3, she was like 15, must have found her in 5 or something. Well, the whole thing with Leroy happened 50 years prior to Tekken 7. And if Wong and Leroy were friends then, which presumably they were, I don't think that they would have had a thing where they like Wong saved him and then they like reconnected or something later. They would have been friends before Shao was born. So presumably Leroy would have known Shao since birth. Or at least known about Shao Yu. So yeah, anyway, that was fun. It took a while, but you know me. Oh god, that's the wrong one. You know me. I always take a while on these things. But yeah, dude, that whole thing is really sweet, and it's going to go over everyone's head because I feel like I'm the only person on Earth that was able to deduce the story for Leroy when he came out. So people go and be like, why does Leroy have this interaction with Shao? How does Leroy know Shao? I know, and now you know too, and it's so sweet, man. It's so nice. It's so nice to be right. And you know why else it's nice to be right? It means that Wong's gonna be in the game because he has to be part of the story now to explain the background for Leroy, right? Right, guys, right? Come on, give me this one. Did you see the character select screen? Did you see the look at the character select screen? Look, there's 16 characters, and there's space for exactly 16 more. You can double this. There's going to be 32 characters. One of them is going to be Wong, 100% guaranteed. If I could remake my character prediction list right now, I'd put Wong up there for story reasons, 100%. He's going to be in the game, and I am going to cry for at least 20 minutes. When that happens. But Leroy is a Wong function. Shut the fuck up, you fucking bitch. Anyway. Oh, God. They're giving me hope again. They're giving me hope. And I don't like that. I don't like having hope. I don't like having hope. Oh, man. Dude, can you imagine if Wong was in the game? How many characters would I have to play? There's obviously Elisa and Yoshimitsu who are going to be in the game. There's Asuka now. I want to learn how to play Shao. I want to learn June. Then there's Wong. And then if Zafina comes back, that's going to be another one. Josie comes back, that's going to be another. I'm going to be playing like 10 characters. That's why I'm called Sesujin now. That is the reason behind my name. How big do you think the full thing will be? Those pictures are really small. Well, okay, so the thing is with this is that the character models are big, right? So I think it does get cut off. Where's Shao? Because Shao's goes to like another paragraph, right? Yeah, here, see. So they clearly have a cutoff point of the text. So presumably this could go like another 3 characters out and another 3 rows out. Sorry, another 3 columns out and another 2 rows down, which would make sense. I mean, I think base rosters based off of this is going to be 32 characters, which is about what my prediction list was at. Was about like, I think mine was like 35 or something. They could maybe put another 8 on top here. And then they could expand it outwards like this way for DLC and stuff. Because I don't imagine that they would shrink the character portraits like they did in Tekken 7. They really could put him anywhere though, right? I mean, I think there's enough room to basically put as many characters as they want on here. But I'm thinking like base roster is going to be 32 to 35 characters. And Harada did say on Twitter that there are going to be no guest characters until after the game comes out, which I think is the right decision personally. I mean, this is what I've been saying since for years now, is that Tekken 7 or Tekken in general has to have less new characters, including guest characters, because there are already so many characters in the series that aren't just non-canon tag characters or dead. It's like I was saying, imagine how sick it would be to bring back Michelle in this game rather than have Lucky Chloe 2. You know what I mean? There's so much potential for that kind of thing. And instead they just add more new characters for no reason. And again, that includes guest characters. Like I would much rather have, I'm sorry, but I would much rather have a legacy character, even if it's Lucky Chloe, than a guest character. I know that's not the popular opinion. I know people going, oh, but the sales. I don't give a fuck about the sales. I don't give a fuck about you. I give a fuck about me. You know what I care about? I care about my shitty, unpopular characters that no one plays, Wong and Pet, getting back in the game. And the best chance of that happening is if Negan and Akuma and Geese and Noctis were in the game. That's 4 slots. Those 4 slots could have been Wong, Pet, Bruce, and Roger. Think about that for a second. Noctis and Negan could have not been in the game, and instead, those characters could have been Bruce and Peck. Just think about that for a second. And then tell me you still want guest characters. Fuck you. That's my response. Fuck you. Oh, God. I can easily see Vanessa in this. I think a KOF character, like, yeah, KOF character would be really cool. You have the Samshel character in Soul Calibur. A KOF character is not Geese in Tekken. I think that'd be really cool because you don't even have to have characters with fireballs because not every character in KOF has fireballs. Vanessa doesn't. Vanessa would be sick. I'd main Vanessa. It's not just because I main Vanessa in KOF. And guest characters, like, if they're done right, can be cool. I completely forgot. I read it, but I didn't read it out loud. But it's like JWD said with Nightmare. If Nightmare was in Mortal Kombat, dude, I'd buy Mortal Kombat on the day of it was announced and learn how to play the game just so I can play Nightmare. 100%. And other people are like that for other, like, franchises as well. You know, if you put a Soul Calibur character in KOF, I'd go back to playing KOF. If you put a Tekken character in Street Fighter, I'd go play Street Fighter, even though I don't like Street Fighter. Right? And that's the same thing with Tekken 7. Or Tekken 8. Tekken in general. Tekken. But I'm a Tekken player, so I don't give a fuck about them. That's the thing. I don't give a fuck about them. I want my characters in the same way that they want their characters. And I think I should take priority because I'm a narcissistic bitch. Yeah. Hold on, let me get my character prediction up and see how many characters there were in total that I thought would go in the game. Because honestly, I can't remember. I didn't think about, like, max number of characters. I just put characters in there I thought would make sense. Here we go. Right, this is oh Jesus. I hit the button to transition to my monitor and it zoomed in on Wong. I didn't do that, it just did that. Coincidence? I think not. Wong's in the game. So how many characters do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Yeah, 35. 35, I basically said were guaranteed. If you exclude the 2 bears being separate, then 34, but I've had this wild opinion that when bears are put in the game that Panda and Kuma are going to be 2 separate characters and they're not going to be clones of each other. I was right about Leroy. So yeah, it's about right. 32 characters, it seems, from based on the beta. 34, 35 here. That seems about right. Looking at this, you know, I don't know why I have Lei in guaranteed. Lei is definitely a maybe character. But then again, I think Josie and Wong are now guaranteed. Yeah, you know, 35. We'll just say 35 for the sake of argument. Ugh. All right. Well, it's 9. Everyone in my house is going to sleep except for me. I don't want to wake anyone up. We did a lot today. We played Paul for less than an hour, and then we just... Then this became a just chatting stream. And you know what? Not playing Tekken, I think, is always the right way to go. Except when you can play Tekken 8. But I couldn't because I don't have a PS5. That was fun. That was fun. I like the intro thing. This was a very spur of the moment stream, and I think it was good. I was half thinking about, in a joking way, doing the Tekken 8 tier list, if you know what I mean. But I think I'll wait until Tekken 8's actually out. Because 1, it's going to take a while. 2, I can actually do it in the Tekken 8 category. And 3, it'll give me an excuse to not play Tekken 8 when I get sick of seeing Soul Charge activate over and over again. Yeah. Yeah. We definitely gotta do, we definitely gotta rate the music, though, at some point. We definitely gotta rate the music. I'm going to do that after I play Tekken 8 too. Like I keep saying, Tekken 8 music's really good. When you apply for another job, you're going to be like, I was right about Leroy. Dude, I will find a way. I will find a way to say that. Maybe not in an interview, but just at my job in general, I will find it. Well, I'll say, well, I was right about Leroy. There's no one who I work with that is named Leroy. There's no one. But yeah. That's going to be a thing. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go. I'll probably be back tomorrow. I am not working again until Monday. I have the whole week off, which means this entire weekend I have for Tekken 8. And like I said, I'll be playing Tekken 8 one way or another. I don't care if I don't get a code in one of my 5 emails. I will be playing Tekken 8. They'll be like, you're hired. I'll find a way. I'll incorporate into a joke or something. I don't know. I'll figure something out. I've been doing this for so long. I'm so good at improv. I'm the best at improv. No one does it better than me. I can't stop laughing. I need to stop laughing. Stop. Anyway, you can't hit yourself on stream. You'll get banned. Even as a joke. Hold on. I can do it like this. There you go. That's better. See, that was just clapping. Twitch, please don't ban me. Tomorrow I'll be back. I've been wanting to play Naraka on stream. I haven't been able to since it's gone free to play because it had my new Twitch name as my username because I was an idiot. So I haven't been able to play it on stream, but I've played a lot of it. I've been really enjoying it. I have 62 hours in the game, and I started playing it 2 or 3 days before it went free to play, which was like a week ago or so. So it was July 13th, so like 2 weeks, and I have 60 hours in it. I've been really enjoying it. I haven't enjoyed a game this much in a long time. So I want to play it on stream. So I'm going to be doing that tomorrow, and then the 26th we'll be back to playing Tekken. And we'll have a whole segment where I dramatically go through all of my emails to see if I got a beta code. So that's the plan. And then if I don't, we'll be dramatically going on eBay to get a beta code. There was nothing in the rules about not being able to buy them, just not sell them, okay? If you want, I might have some questions for you playing Tekken 8. That is, oh yeah, I'll be playing it one way or another. As long as beta codes for Steam aren't for some reason disproportionately higher than they were for PS4, as long as they're not like $40 or something, then I'll be playing it. If they are $40, then all bets are off and I'm not playing Tekken 8. But a lot of things would have to go wrong. I would have to get no codes in all 5 of the emails that I used. I would have to not be able to get a code on eBay. And the codes on eBay would have to be like the same price as the Street Fighter ones. Or I would buy one and then they wouldn't send me a code. And then I would have to dispute it. That would be another process. I would, but I don't support scalping. I had a whole thing. I don't remember if it was you that said this or someone else, but I had a whole thing about this the other day. Because this got brought up the other day too. I think it was someone else that said this. I don't remember. I think it was JWD. I don't remember. But the thing is, for me, you did say, okay, I do remember someone saying it. I'll just reiterate though. This whole thing with eBay is 100% Bandai Namco. I forgot to talk about this. So since the last time that I talked about this, we could infer that about 1,000 codes for PS4 in North America was sold on eBay. The number is doubled. There's been, just going by the amount sold on eBay since that beta started. Because when I was talking about this was before the beta had started. But since the PS4 beta started, that number doubled. If you count up the amount of codes sold on eBay, it is over 2,000. which means if we're going by EU numbers, that more than 10% of all of the beta codes for PS4 North America were sold on eBay. Can you believe that? That's crazy. 10%. That's insane. And those, it's probably even higher than that too. Because when I'm looking at one of Harada's tweets, which I hadn't seen before, he said on Twitter not too long ago that Europe is the biggest market for Tekken. So when you consider that, and North America isn't that far behind, but when you consider that, I was going based off the assumption that North America got as many PS4 codes as Europe, but it's probably actually less. So it's probably more than 10% of codes, and that number just is still going up because there's still another beta to happen. And you also don't consider the amount of codes that didn't sell. Like 10% is a hard number, but it might be closer to 15-20%. It's crazy how many codes are being sold. And like I said before, this is not a scalper thing, because when it gets to those numbers, it's not scalpers, it's Bandai Namco. Because what they probably did is they made it really easy to sign up, and they also said nothing in the rules about not being able to sign up with multiple emails, because they knew that bots were going to go through and sign up for this beta, because they did it for Street Fighter 6, so that they could go to Bandai Namco and use it to show them how much interest there is in the game to get more money. I'm almost positive of that they basically sabotaged the North American market to be able to tell Bandai Namco how great their game's doing. So if anyone's to blame, it's not the scalpers, I think it's Bandai Namco. Because regardless of the scalpers, this would have happened anyway. Because, like, think about like this. If there weren't people that were scalping the codes, there would be people who would sign up with like 100 email, like use a script to sign up for 100 email addresses so that they could get into the beta basically guaranteed, right? Again, nothing in the rules against that. And then that means that however many codes that didn't get sold would just go unused. Yeah, like that's the conundrum when you think about it. Like, again, for me, I use 5 email addresses because I really want to get into the beta, and using 1 email address to try to get into the beta is frankly stupid because of how the system works. With how the system works, it's like you know, with giveaways, right? When you think of how giveaways are done now, when you go through a website or something, it's like you do certain actions to get multiple tickets, right? Like you follow them on Facebook and you get 5, you subscribe to them on YouTube and you get 10, right? Those things, and you get multiple entries. And if you're in a system like that, where people are getting multiple raffle entries for whatever this giveaway is, just only following him on Twitter is stupid. You want to do as many as you can if you're allowed to, right? And in this case, that's using multiple email addresses. So if people weren't scalping the codes, then a lot of the codes would just go unused, and you would have basically no chance at actually getting into the beta. So you see what the problem is? So at that point, to me, it's more of a Bandai Namco thing. If anything, people scalping the codes are actually kind of helping get more people into the beta, because if they weren't, then the people who didn't get the codes would have no chance of getting them, you know? I know it's a little bit of a leap in logic depending on your perspective and how you think about it, but that's, to me, that's how I interpret it. I'm not saying scalpers are good, even if it was kind of implied when I said that, and I know it was, and that wasn't the intention, but I couldn't think of a bad way to phrase it. But it's more that Bandai Namco, either they fucked up really bad and whoever designed the system is brain dead, or they're doing this intentionally and they're assholes. Could go either way. Either way, it's Namco's fault. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go now, like I was saying earlier, before I went on another tangent. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll play Naraka tomorrow, and then on 26th, so when is that, Wednesday? We'll be playing more Tekken. We'll get a character to proper rank. I don't know who yet. We'll figure it out in the moment. Probably a Tekken 8 character. I've already played Shao and Asuka. I don't know who to do next, but probably Tekken 8 character. Maybe we'll do Jin. Maybe we'll do Lars. Maybe we'll do Lars. Anyway, I'll see you then. Have a good night. Bye-bye.